Boy P back. Tune in live. Goddamn, motherfucking technical difficulties type of shit. Shit happens, man. Let me holler at the chat real quick. I'm back, y'all. Got roll my shit on the charger. Got to throw my shit on the charger. I throw my shit on the charger, y'all. Damn, I've been up just doing other shit, man. And just, shit slip your mind. You think, oh yeah, I want to do this today, whatever, and shit comes up and you be like, oh yeah, let me go in and go in. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. The shit G like that. All right. So we'll see who's in the chat, man. If y'all show up again, cool. If y'all don't, so fuck it. But I believe where I ended off, I was talking about Trump making a tizzy over this situation with Jussie Smollett. And I was just giving an example of all the occasions where white supremacists, racist white supremacists, making fake calls on black people. And he's talking about it's such an outrage that this is an embarrassment to the nation. You bitch. It's not an embarrassment to the nation when motherfuckers, when shit happens like what happened out in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? With our young brother, where he had a toy gun, toy guns, all this shit that is heaped upon black people off of fake calls and shit, made up nonsensical ass police calls, where we end up dying out of the shit. We end up getting killed. Is my point. You know what I'm saying? But this is such an embarrassment, right? That was the point I was trying to land at before motherfucking technical difficulties. All right. So what else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, man, the issue with the brother Kevin Battle out here in Fort Worth. Okay, you'll be a moderator. Okay, I got you. I got you, Money Love. Let me put you on, Miss Lady. Thank you for tuning back in. Technical difficulties, that shit be happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I'm saying. So now you'll be a moderator, Money Love. Thank you for answering the request. I appreciate that. So I want to get into this thing real quick. I was going to do a separate video about this, but fuck it. Since I'm back with y'all, fuck it. Let me go ahead and talk about it. About the brother Kevin Battle out here in Fort Worth, Texas. Y'all heard about this Mark Jabben. Mark W. Jabben is a white supremacist murderer who killed our brother Kevin Battle out here in Fort Worth. Fort Worth is where I'm from. All right, this happened. It's like on the east side of Fort Worth, like north of like Meadowbrook area and type shit. Like northeast of Meadowbrook, which is also like east side shit, right? And this particular area, it's a very well-kept area. I just want to say that first. So for them to act like there's no cameras, nobody saw nothing, and there's no investigation being happening. Well, they're saying now they want to try to investigate, but or saying police are still investigating. But what does that mean? We don't have any. When the dude is not in jail, there were no charges. He was released under a self-defense. What the fuck? So this guy, a grandfather, he had been getting into it with this neighbor, this Mark Jabben, Kevin Battle, our brother Kevin Battle. And the issue had been like he had been doing race related shit, calling them all kind of niggers and shit. He's like one of these, you know, some people have pulled up his profile on like was it Facebook? I thought they pulled up his profile on his Facebook, and just like he's on this Jesus and Christian metal listening to type shit, you know, just you didn't see any like particularly racial oriented shit on his profiles from what they've been able to pull up thus far. But he's known in the neighborhood for getting the police called on him for doing racial anti-black slurs and starting fights with people, right? He's a violent white supremacist, right? He's a violent race crime committing white supremacist, a violent racially motivated individual, right? What's going on, lovely darkness? And out of that history, you know, they said like when like maybe what's the 31st or so, maybe about like 9 days ago, he got into a fight with the neighbor, Kevin Battle, this Mark Jabben character. And he got a black guy and he got fucked up. And he got beat up over the same shit, calling all sorts of niggas and all this type of shit. And, you know, rightfully so, as brothers in Fort Worth, we're not taking it. We're not going to be called niggers by some white boy that we can snap in half over our fucking knee when he's just a weak ass white boy, granddaddy or not. Somebody grandfather, Kevin Battle, right? And that was the issue. And he got whooped. And it was Kevin Battle was the man who called the police. So again, this is a history of the police being called on him, this Jabben character. And before he committed his premeditated murder, he had also been doing the same thing. He called his grandson a nigger or some racial slur or some other variation of a racial slur. All right. And he went over there holding his grandchild's hand, like holding the kid was right there. So the kid saw the whole thing. And he shoots him twice, comes out with his shirt off, shoots him twice. You know what I mean? And no words exchanged, nothing like that. He just like, he went over there. He's like, you know, here I am with my grandson that you just got through calling some names. Shot him. So right then, you know, right after I saw the blip, I got on the story and I was like, okay, look, man, I know where this is in Fort Worth, right? Because I'm from Fort Worth. So I was like, look, there was no cameras in this area. First of all, I know the area. I'm pretty familiar with the area. It's a well-kept area of Fort Worth. This ain't like my side. You know what I mean? It's a very well-kept area of Fort Worth. So I'm like, okay, there ain't no cameras around. These motherfuckers got boats and shit out there. It's a well-kept area. So why there's no investigation, why there's no cameras, why there's nobody coming forward to say that there was any sort of scuffle or anything like that? We didn't, because that was what they were selling in the media. But there was like one or two places that I saw fight, and then a black man loses his life. What you mean fight? If there's a fight, there's got to be scars. There's got to be DNA. There's got to be some sign of a fight. All right? Was no fucking fight this time. The other fight, he got his ass fucking punched in the eye. And he lost the fight, and he was mad. And he came back like a bitch. Mad because he lost. And he didn't let it go. Was what it really was rooted in. All right? But no scars, no shit like that, right? So I'm like, okay. This seems to me like it's a white supremacist railroading of the innocence of a black man in the case, trying to paint a black man as a bad character in a situation, or as he's some kind of aggressor. All right. So I saw that. Then I saw the other news headlines that were like argument. Okay. So that kind of sounds more true to life. But where's the fucking investigation? So that's what I went in on Sharon Wilson for. Sharon Wilson is the DA out of Fort Worth. This bitch, right? And I wanted to kind of do a separate video on this because I wanted to get into her history and kind of dig it up real good so we could scale up a boycott and probably get her on some shit like that. But she already has a fucked up record out here that ain't nobody really liking that bitch. She's on thin ice with a lot of people out here. Not even just black people, but all groups of people are kind of like looking at this bitch like, all right, bitch, you kind of doing some overt racist shit, bitch. Your fat, old, ugly, wrinkly, white behind. So in the scheme of what we want to do out here, we on some shit like, first of all, where's the investigation? And in my Twitter, I took it down after the technical difficulty. Let me do this real quick, y'all. I apologize. One quick second. Let me pull up my old Twitter, the one that just got shut down for no reason for me. I'm not too sure. Maybe for me tweeting Joyanne Reed and Angela Rye, the Boule hoes, and telling them that Trump said he would want to pay reparations. Maybe it came from me tweeting the homosexual dude that was harassing the heterosexual black men, calling us hoteps and calling us queens and all this bullshit. Okay, so here's my tweets out. Let me get to my notifications real quick, y'all. I apologize for this. It just takes time to get to certain places. Now, look, my girl, Niche LA, yo, she gave me some likes on these comments. And I just want to pull these comments up. What up, Niche, if you're in the chat, if you're not, okay. But I went in on Sharon Wilson the day that I saw the blip, the day it happened. And I was like, look, Sharon Wilson, what came of the crime scene analysis and why aren't you and the Fort Worth PD, I'm hitting them up too, why aren't y'all publicizing it? This was an argument in a very well-kept area of Fort Worth, Texas. Somebody's camera saw something. Stop twiddling your thumbs and investigate Kevin Battle's murder. Okay, so I'm already calling for the investigation because we ain't seen no investigation. You kill somebody and everything points to it being a premeditated murder and there ain't no better investigation. Okay, I see a problem. Let me work. Then I got back on her again. I just kept tweeting her. And that's probably why that could have been also a reason why my account got shut down because I'm harassing this bitch like she need to be. And I'm like, Fort Worth DA Sharon Wilson claims to put victims first. That's all on her website. Yet not even as much as an investigation has been initiated for Mr. Kevin Battle. Her Twitter is empty on this killing, and we in the DFW won't allow her to eschew her service to the city's victimized. Woman up, Sharon. Letting her know, like, we see you, bitch. What the fuck? Now, this individual, she has a history. She has a history of being partial to whiteness and being anti-black. There was a situation with a judge out here. I'm trying to get his name up. Judge, what was his name? Rush, I believe was his name. Let's see if I can pull this up, yo. Let me see if I can pull this up. Apologize for this, y'all. Let me get back on this data pull up. I had all my few little things pulled up that I wanted to go to, and you know, as I moved to a different conference area, certain things got snapped out the way. Russ is his name. Judge Russ Casey is his name. This was a dude, Russ Casey. He's this guy who, as a judge, he was making one of his subordinates have sex with him and wearing his judge robe while wearing his robe. Like he's wearing his judge robe in the courthouse. He wanted to fuck a bitch, basically one of his subordinates in the courthouse, in his judge area, like in the where they have the courts with his robe on, right? And that's not legal conduct. You can't do that. She came down on him talking about, you know, he was abusing her or abusing his privilege or whatever. And it was a forced sexual act. That was the thing. She was saying he was forcing her to do it, right? In steps Sharon Wilson, DA, Tarrant County, out here in Fort Worth, Texas, and surrounding areas and that type of shit. She lets his ass get off with a probation and a slap on the wrist. And now he vacated his position. Like he said, fuck it, I don't want to do this no more. But he's getting a slap on the wrist. He gets probation, right? For doing that type of garbage. Flash forward to a sister. What was her name? I had some notes on it. There's her name, Crystal Mason. Crystal Mason, she was a sister. She got a charge for illegal voting. I believe the situation was, and the way it was explained is that she didn't know that she couldn't vote. All right, I guess she had got through serving a little time for something. Came out like, okay, I'm good. I can vote now. She didn't have like a felony or something like that. It was something where she just had like, evidently she had some time after her sentence was served that she could not vote. And she didn't know that. And she voted. And instead of getting a slap on the wrist, instead of getting a plea deal and all this shit, she got 5 years in the pen. All right. Courtesy of Sharon punk ass, fat ass, wrinkly ass Wilson. All right. So this is what we're dealing with out here. And she's had other cases like that where people have done meager things and she give motherfuckers 5 years, 8 years, 10 years for simple shit. She has the lookings of a white bitch. If y'all see a picture of this bitch, she looks like a white bitch that don't get no dick syndrome having ass bitch. And she's taking it out on the world when she goes to work every day. That's what she's going through. And then when the opportunity steps up for her to be a white supremacist, she's automatically socially aligned with that. So it's nothing for her to let a white supremacist off for doing dirt, like the Judge Russ Casey character. It's nothing for that to happen. So yeah, she good with that. But in her rest of her day, anybody steps up to her, some black woman might be looking good in her 60s or whatever, however old. She sees her, she gets mad. A black woman might be looking good like this Crystal Mason. She might be looking good or whatever. Let me pull up Crystal Mason. You know what I'm saying? Crystal Mason, she look all right. You know what I mean? She look all right. She hear about her case. Oh, yeah, we're going to give this bitch jail time. So it's that type of shit. So this is what we're dealing with as far as the DA is concerned out here in Fort Worth, where I'm at. And I'm looking at it like, yeah, that is the reason why there has been no investigation, not even as much as a peep into the evidence of the scene and what happened and putting it together. If it was an argument, a fight, there's no process of any sort of investigatory heft in the making. And that is a problem. So what can I say? You know, we got to get Sharon Wilson, y'all. Just as a person in office, she has to be held to account. They're gonna push this over to a grand jury, and that just means that don't mean shit. That just means you're gonna be deciding whether someone is gonna be charged or not. Basically, grand jury pushing it off to them to do the job of the DA, which is why I say in New Black Media we got to keep it out in the media, the defense of our victims and our witnesses of crime. Any black victim, any black witness to a crime, we need to put out the narrative of how great our people are and how they weren't doing shit and they just got victimized. We need to put that out constantly, because when you talk about grand juries, you talk about juries, you talk about, we need to go ahead and start tainting the jury pool. That's why I say this shit is important. We need to be on our shit in the media and wherever you at in your spaces where you communicate to the world, Twitter, whatever the fuck you do, Instagram, whatever the fuck you do, use that shit constructively, right? Because that shit can help people, right? And helping program a jury pool before something happens like a jury trial or a grand jury. You know what I'm saying? We need to be on that constantly. So ain't no telling how long it's going to take them for them to come back with some official investigation. As they say, investigations are in process. To police, that could be however long. That could mean however long. So, you know, my condolences to the family of Kevin Battle, and us in New Black Media. We're going to do what we got to do. We're going to do what we must. I'm saying that. Saying get them motherfuckers in line. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they be surprised. You know, I want to say this. You know, I get a lot of people talking shit, right? I ain't want to make this cast into this, but I'm finna get on this real quick, man. Real fast, right fast. You know, I hear a lot of shit talking about, you know, me wearing a paper bag on my head and shit. Me wearing the running mask and shit. Me wearing this mask and these gloves and shit. I'm saying they're all kind of shit talk, right? And, you know, when I see the trolls come up, you know, I block them, I delete them. But I want us to look at the date. It's 3/31/2019. Let me tell y'all this. We talk about April being the month of the white supremacist holy month. It's a lot of holidays, a lot of Hitler birthdays in this next coming month. Shit, my birthday this next coming month. But all kind of shit going on, right? All kind of celebratory, commemorative things that white supremacist society is going to want to engage in. And, you know, when they celebrating or commemorating some shit, there's usually violence toward black people involved. I don't want us to sleep on that, right? So I was thinking about this shit as I was going to the gym yesterday. You know, every time I step out the spot, you know, I got something on me, right? I got something on me and I got something in the whip. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I always got this type of shit. You see me? I got this shit in the car too. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, just follow me on this, right? Everywhere I go, I got gloves, masks, right? If you're on my channel, one vibration that you should probably pick up from me is that I'm the motherfucker that's going to see some shit happen, or if I see some shit happen with my people, and I'm a go. You know what I'm saying? I'm a jump. I mean, if you can't smell it on me, right? Right? I'm that kind of guy. I've been that kind of guy since I was a little one. I've shared certain stories with y'all. Y'all kind of already know me. So in this month, I'm gonna make a decree to y'all. This is the white supremacist holy month. They're gonna be trying to act tough this month. If you're on my channel, man, woman, or child, you out in public and you don't got gloves and a mask, I'm probably a little more manicured than my. I got the homeless in the trap mask right now. The homeless in the trap mask, but you don't understand what I'm getting at. If you don't got no gloves and no mask and something in the whip, it don't matter. A brick, a bat, a gun, a stun gun, mace, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? If you walk in the block and you ain't ready, you fucking up. You off code. All right? You off code. If you ain't, we in this motherfucking war where we're being transgressed upon daily. These motherfuckers is doing whatever or feeling they can do whatever, and you ain't got this on hand in your bag, you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck, in your magic bag that you pull out, you fucking up. What you gonna do when some shit jump where you at and what? You see somebody black getting harmed. You see somebody black being targeted. And you know you got the means to get at a motherfucker, but for whatever reason, you don't want to be seen. For whatever reason, you don't want your fingerprints on nothing. I'm just giving an example, right? For whatever reason, you don't want to have your DNA on nothing, right? You know, a starting point for y'all, if y'all want to, you know, kind of walk through that, what to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm on, y'all. All right. I'm just telling you, when you come to my channel, this is what the fuck it is, man. Like I said, I'm not, you know, if you can get away, it's great. So this is the first part to getting away. This type of shit. It's the first part to getting away. You don't understand. And for all my gangsters, if you're a gangster and you're a part of a gang, I ain't talking about a gang that just run 1 or 2 or 3 streets. I'm talking about a gang that is internationally represented in the prison systems. Okay. Now we're gonna clear out the room when we say that. We're talking about only a few certain faces now when we say that. Your gang is internationally known in the prison, from prison to prison, and you know that your gang is there. Like me, I told you I don't care about death or jail. I'm one of them guys, right? I'm a soldier nigga. I don't care about that type of shit. I have a distance from the people that I love. I have a distance from them to where it's like, you know, they know what I'm out in the world for. They know what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? They know I'm only about vanquishing my enemy. You understand? They understand that shit. They know I could be in jail any minute. They know that. Shit. But I keep it within certain boundaries, but I don't have to. And I really, you know what I'm saying? I've been telling motherfuckers for weeks, like all my people, like we've been vibing on it, like, look, man, yeah, this shit, none of this shit matter, man. You know, so I don't know if you're the type of people that fear death in jail, you know, maybe you want to tune in to me to hear somebody talk who don't. Maybe that's what you over here for. All right. But me, if I go to jail or some shit, I already know what gang I'm finna get with. I already know what we gonna be doing. I already know how, you know what I mean? I'm taken care of in a jail situation. I'm just letting y'all know. So I don't fear that. You know what I'm saying? Death, I don't fear. Look, I've told y'all before, death is not a natural fear of black people. It's not a natural fear. It's a fear that's been implanted into us from years of duress, and our ancestors getting beat up on and beat up on and beat up on and killed and beat up on and killed, and then just residual, it just goes on for generations and generations, and then we got motherfuckers walking around a fear of death. But that's not how we were made. We are beings that understand that we're eternal beings. We understand that, right? So death ain't shit. It's just some shit you go through, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? It's just some shit. What? So just to kind of give y'all a little light lecture. I ain't trying to, get on motherfuckers about nothing. I'm just saying, keep this shit in the car, man, or else your ass off cold when you fucking with your boy P. Now I know somebody gonna run away from the channel and be scared. Good, get the fuck away, man, because I don't need a motherfucker like that. I don't need a heartbeat like that around me. You ain't gonna be able to cover no ground with me where I'm at. Understand? But yo, homeless in the chat. Let me go to the chat, man. Let's see who up. Money, love, yes, I'll be a moderator. I read that. Love you, darkness, peace, peace, good. Oh yeah, god damn. Love you, darkness. Since I got you here, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this real quick. I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it too. We're gonna talk about. You know what, y'all? Should I talk about this now? Or should I wait until another video? I might just do another video. I'll just wait. I'll do another video about HR 40 and about the Electoral College, because there's some points that are just not being talked about, and I want to just go ahead and have that on the mind of my people who subscribe to me, and you know what I'm saying, have it on their mind. I won't bog y'all down with too much. I've said my piece. So yeah, back to the chat. Yeah, Zaire, all these judges be on that shit. Word. Homeless in the trap, man. Say that again, people. What my sisters thinking out here? I'm all with my kids. Always got some word, right? Right. You stay ready. You don't gotta get ready. You know what I like? It's gonna need to be a video by itself. When you say it need to be a video by itself, love you, darkness. What you mean when you say it? Because I want to do the Electoral College and kind of introduce it into the HR 40 shit. Is how I planned on doing it. What you talking about? Love you, darkness. All right, no reply. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. Oh, just like I said, okay. Well, okay. Well, But yo, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to fuck with my Teespring shit is the motherfucking business. And I should be dropping my shirt probably later on today about warning, don't harm black people in my presence shirt. Let motherfuckers know you in for some shit. I'm saying, because some motherfuckers ain't got shit to really be concerned about like that. To be worried about what's gonna happen if a motherfucker pop off on a motherfucker and all this shit. I don't give a damn. Like this the man, you're on the channel of the man with no job, the channel of the nigga that's fucking with street niggas and doing street shit and trying to get with the higher intellectual people and do black thinker shit, right? I'm on some other shit. I'm on some motherfucker getting that life on life's terms shit. I hope y'all know. So yeah, that's the business. But yeah, that's that. Get it, y'all.